Today, let's break down a vital skill every man should master: how high-value men approach conversations with women. Modern dating is often a mess, filled with confusion, drama, and emotional highs and lows. But here's the key difference. High-value men don't get caught up in the chaos. They approach it with a calm, stoic mindset that sets them apart. This isn't about playing games, using cheesy pickup lines, or faking confidence. It's about genuine, unshakable presence. High-value men don't rely on tricks or pretense. They master the art of conversation by controlling their emotions and staying grounded. I'm here to share 10 critical ways to engage with women like a true high-value man. These aren't empty promises or abstract theories. They're actionable strategies you can use to navigate modern dating with clarity and confidence. By the end, you won't just be someone women notice. You'll be the man they actively pursue. Modern dating might seem broken, but with the right approach, you can rise above it. Stick with me, and I promise you'll leave with the tools to change the game entirely. Let's dive in. Number 1. Calm confidence in conversations. Let's start with the core of being a high-value man: calm confidence. If you find yourself reacting emotionally to everything a woman says or does, you've already lost ground. Here's an important truth. Women are naturally drawn to emotional stability, not chaos. In a world full of social media drama and constant need for validation, men who stay cool under pressure are rare, and women notice. When you're talking to a woman, never let her see you flustered. You're in control. Whether she's testing your patience, teasing you, or throwing an unexpected curveball your way, your job is to stay calm. High-value men thrive in these moments because they don't let emotions dictate their actions. Women aren't just looking for someone who's fun to be around. They're subconsciously looking for a man who can handle pressure. When you maintain composure, even in awkward or tense situations, you're silently communicating, "I'm not like the others. I'm solid." Imagine this. You're out with her, and the conversation takes an unexpected turn. Maybe she makes a sharp comment or something that could throw most men off. If you stay centered, smile, and respond calmly, you've already shown her more value than any material success ever could. Next time you feel the urge to explain yourself, justify your actions, or react emotionally, pause, breathe. Let your response come from a place of calm control. You'll notice how your words carry more weight and how she responds with greater respect and interest. Calm confidence isn't flashy, but it's unforgettable. Number 2. Speaking with purpose. One of the biggest mistakes men make is talking too much. High-value men don't speak just to fill the silence. When they talk to women, every word carries weight and intention. They don't ramble or overwhelm the conversation with pointless chatter. Instead, they focus on saying things that matter and let silence do the rest. Silence, when used confidently, is a powerful tool. It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you don't need constant validation, and that you value meaningful exchanges over empty words. In a world where people overshare and try too hard to impress, a man who speaks with purpose stands out. Women appreciate depth and sincerity. They're tired of hearing the same generic compliments and overused lines. Instead of saying, "You're so pretty," like every other guy, try offering something genuine and thought-provoking. For example, "You have a unique way of looking at things. I'd love to hear more about that." This approach opens the door to a deeper, more engaging conversation that feels authentic and different. Practice speaking less and listening more. When you do speak, make it count. Thoughtful, purposeful words leave a lasting impression, and allowing space for silence shows confidence. Women will respect and be intrigued by the quiet strength you project. Number 3, emotional detachment. Let's talk about rejection, a fear that holds many men back. Most men dread it, and when it happens, they let it crush their confidence. But high-value men, they see rejection differently. They don't take it personally, and they certainly don't let it define their worth. Here's the key. Rejection isn't a reflection of you. It's not about your value as a man. High-value men understand that not every woman will be interested, and that's perfectly okay. When they face rejection, they don't crumble. They smile, nod, and move forward. Think about it. Why let one moment or one interaction determine your self-worth? Women are naturally drawn to men who are unfazed by rejection because it shows emotional strength. When you don't flinch at a no, it sends a powerful message. Your confidence comes from within, not from external validation. That's rare, and it's magnetic. Most men crumble under rejection, but the man who stays calm and composed, he stands out. If a woman senses that rejection will crush you, she'll lose respect. But if she sees you confidently walking away after being turned down, it changes the dynamic. You're no longer just another guy seeking her approval. You're the man who doesn't need it. This subtle but powerful shift makes her second-guess her decision. The Stoic man is different. He's always prepared to lose, not because he expects failure, but because he's not emotionally invested in the outcome of a single interaction. His confidence isn't tied to one woman, one date, or one moment. He plays the long game, understanding the bigger picture. Rejection becomes irrelevant when you realize your worth isn't tied to someone else's opinion. When rejection happens, respond with grace. Smile, thank her for her time, and walk away with your head held high. This isn't just about being polite. It's about showing that you're grounded, self-assured, and unaffected. You're not placing your self-worth in someone else's hands, and that kind of confidence is undeniable. Rejection isn't the end. It's an opportunity to show your strength. And when you handle it with composure, you set yourself apart as a man of true value. Number 4, maintaining composure in any situation. Think back to a time when a conversation got heated, maybe on a date or during a disagreement. Did you feel the urge to snap or let emotions take over? Most men do. They lose their temper, and with it, they lose control over how they're seen. Here's the truth. Composure is power. In today's world, filled with drama and emotional triggers, the man who keeps his cool stands out. Women often test men, not out of malice, but to see how they handle pressure. The moment you get defensive or lose your temper, you lose respect. On the other hand, staying calm and grounded shows strength, confidence, and self-control, qualities that are incredibly attractive. If a conversation becomes tense, don't let it shake you. If she challenges or tests you, don't flinch. Stay steady. This calmness communicates that you're in control, no matter the situation. Practice composure in everyday moments. The next time someone irritates you, pause, breathe. Don't react immediately. You'll notice that by staying calm, you gain more control over the outcome and respect from those around you. That's the mark of a high-value man. Number 5, active listening. In today's fast-paced world, Distractions are everywhere. Smartphones buzzing, social media updates, endless notifications. Everyone seems to be in a hurry to talk, to get their point across. But here's a truth that can set you apart. One of the most attractive qualities a man can possess is the ability to truly listen. When a high-value man engages in a conversation with a woman, he isn't just physically present. He's mentally present too. He listens deeply, pays attention, and makes her feel like she's the only person in the room. This level of focus is rare. And because it's rare, it's incredibly powerful. Here's the problem. Most men are only half listening. They nod along, but in their heads, they're already thinking about their next response. Women notice this. It makes them feel unheard and unimportant. But when you truly listen, when you let go of the urge to jump in or plan your next line, you show her that you're different. You stand out because you're giving her something so few people do: your undivided attention. Active listening isn't just about staying quiet while someone else talks. It's about engaging. It's about maintaining eye contact, giving thoughtful responses, and asking meaningful follow-up questions that show you're genuinely interested. These actions communicate that you value what she's saying and, by extension, that you value her. Imagine the impact of this simple shift. When a woman feels truly heard, she feels appreciated and respected. This creates a connection far deeper than surface-level compliments or flashy words ever could. It shows her you're not just another man caught up in his own world. You're someone who's grounded, present, and genuinely invested in building a real connection. Here's how to practice. Maintain eye contact. Look at her when she speaks, showing you're focused on her words. Put distractions away. Keep your phone out of sight and resist the urge to check it. Respond thoughtfully. Don't just nod. Engage with her ideas by asking questions or sharing insights. Be present. Let go of planning your next response and truly focus on what she's saying. When you practice active listening, you'll notice the difference. Women will lean in, engage more, and appreciate the attention you're giving them. This simple yet profound habit can transform your conversations and lay the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. Number 6. Stoic body language. Your body speaks before your words ever do. Without saying a thing, you're already communicating. And here's the catch. Most men don't even realize it. The way you stand, move, or make eye contact sends messages loud and clear, especially to women who are naturally tuned in to these cues. Whether you're aware of it or not, your body language can either convey confidence and composure or insecurity and nervousness. So, what is your body saying about you? Are you standing tall and grounded, or are you slouching? Are your movements deliberate and calm, or do you fidget and shuffle? Do you hold eye contact with confidence, or does your gaze dart away nervously? These small, seemingly insignificant habits create a lasting impression before you've even spoken a word. Imagine this. You walk into a room, not saying a thing, yet heads turn. Why? Because of how you carry yourself. High-value men understand that their presence alone can make a statement. They don't need to overcompensate with words or flashy gestures. They command attention through their posture, their movements, and their demeanor. Shoulders back, chin up, steady eye contact. These are the marks of a man who is comfortable in his own skin. Women are especially perceptive to body language. They notice everything: a nervous tap of your foot, a hesitant glance, a hurried gesture. These subtle signals can betray insecurity or self-doubt. On the flip side, when your movements are calm, purposeful, and deliberate, you radiate confidence and control. This kind of composure is magnetic, drawing people toward you without you needing to say a thing. Here's another key aspect: pace matters. Men who rush, whether it's walking, talking, or gesturing, often come across as anxious or unsure. High-value men, however, move with intention. They walk into a room with purpose, adjust to their posture without fidgeting, and make every movement deliberate. There's no rushing, no frantic energy, just calm, measured actions that quietly assert, "I'm in control." This unhurried demeanor doesn't just make you attractive to women, it shifts the way everyone around you perceives you. Confidence isn't loud, it's steady. By practicing intentional body language, you project strength and stability, qualities that are universally respected and admired. Here's how you can start. Stand tall. Keep your shoulders back, your chest open, and your chin up. This posture not only looks confident, but also makes you feel more confident. Make strong, steady eye contact. Don't stare, but don't let your gaze dart away either. Slow down your movements. Whether you're reaching for a drink, adjusting your position, or entering a room, let every action be deliberate and controlled. The next time you're in a conversation, or even just walking into a room, focus on these cues. You'll notice the shift immediately. Not only will you feel more composed, but others will begin to respond differently. They'll see you as a man who's confident, grounded, and entirely at ease with himself. Remember, you don't need to speak loudly to be heard. Sometimes, the strongest statement you can make is simply how you carry yourself. Women and everyone else will notice. Number 7. Mastering emotional control. Every man has faced those moments: arguments heating up, emotions running wild, and chaos pulling at you from every angle. It's easy to get swept away, to lash out, or let frustration take the wheel. But here's a truth that most men overlook. Emotional control is not just a skill, it's a superpower. Men who master this aren't just surviving, they're thriving. They stand out because they refuse to let their emotions define their actions. Let's be real, women notice this. They instinctively admire emotional strength. When a woman sees a man who stays calm in the face of tension, she sees stability, someone she can rely on when the world feels unstable. Think about it. How often do you see guys blow up over trivial matters? It's common, but it's not impressive. The man who keeps his composure, who refuses to crumble under pressure, becomes unforgettable. He becomes the rare exception. When a woman challenges you emotionally, it's not about breaking you down. It's a test of your strength, a subconscious way to determine if you can handle the inevitable pressures of life. If you lose your temper, react impulsively, or let her emotions dictate yours, you become just another man who can't handle stress. But if you remain steady, calm, composed, and logical, you'll stand out as a man who's unshakable, no matter what. Here's the reality. Emotions are fleeting. They come and go like waves, and letting them control your actions often leads to regret. High-value men understand this. They don't suppress their emotions, but they don't let emotions make their decisions either. Picture this. You're in a heated discussion, and instead of raising your voice or getting defensive, you pause, take a deep breath, and respond thoughtfully. That isn't just strength. It's leadership. Women don't just want physical protection, they seek emotional protection too. They need to know that when things get tough, you won't crack under the weight of it all. And it's not about ignoring her emotions. Far from it. It's about holding steady, being the rock she can lean on, and not letting her emotional storms sweep you away. Here's a small but powerful shift you can make. The next time you find yourself in an emotional conversation, whether it's with a partner, a friend, or even at work, pause. Don't react right away. Breathe. Detach from the heat of the moment and let logic guide your response. What you'll find is that not only does the situation de-escalate, but people also begin to respect you more. You'll command attention simply by showing that you're in control. This kind of emotional mastery isn't about suppressing who you are. It's about showing the best version of yourself. It's about becoming the man who protects and leads, even in the face of chaos. Women are drawn to this strength not because it's flashy, but because it's dependable. When you can rise above emotional drama, you're not just protecting yourself, you're showing her that you can protect her too. That's the kind of man who stands out. That's the kind of man who wins. Number 8. Asking thoughtful questions. Let's be honest. Most guys stick to the same generic questions. What do you do for work? Or, what's your favorite movie? Sure, they're fine for small talk, but they don't create real connection. High-value men take a different approach. They go deeper. They ask thoughtful, meaningful questions that spark genuine conversations and show they're truly interested in getting to know the other person. Here's the thing. Women are used to surface-level questions. They're used to guys who skim the surface and never take the time to dig into what really matters. When you break that pattern, it catches their attention. Asking thoughtful questions tells her you're not just making conversation to pass the time or trying to impress her with canned lines. You're genuinely curious about who she is, what she values, and what makes her unique. Why is this important? Thoughtful questions open the door for her to express herself in ways she rarely gets to. It allows her to feel seen, appreciated, and understood. And when a woman feels understood, she becomes more connected to you. That conversation will stick with her long after it's over, simply because you gave her the space to talk about things that truly matter to her. For example, instead of asking the typical, "What do you do for fun?" try something like, "What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet? What's a passion you've had since you were a kid?" These kinds of questions make her think, spark meaningful dialogue, and invite her to share a side of herself that most men don't even bother to explore. Skip the small talk. Dive into the topics that matter. Her dreams, her passions, her motivations. You'll find the conversation becomes richer, more memorable, and far more authentic. That's how you stand out. Number 9. Confidence without ego. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a man can possess. But there's a key difference between confidence and ego. High-value men know this distinction. They're confident, but they don't feel the need to prove it. They don't brag, dominate conversations, or rely on external validation. Instead, their confidence speaks quietly and effectively, like the steady strength of a man who knows his worth without needing to advertise it. This isn't about being loud or flashy, it's about being solid. True confidence is understated yet undeniable. When you exude this energy, women notice without you having to say a word. They pick up on how you carry yourself, how you handle situations, and how comfortable you are in your own skin. One of the biggest mistakes men make is confusing ego with confidence. They think boasting about their job, car, or status will impress others. But the truth is, it does the opposite. Bragging reveals insecurity. Real confidence doesn't need to seek approval because it already exists within. A high-value man walks into a room knowing his value, and that quiet assurance is far more magnetic than any showy words could ever be. Women are repelled by arrogance. They can sense it a mile away. What they're truly drawn to is a man who is grounded, self-assured, and humble. Someone who doesn't need to shout about his worth, because his presence and actions speak for themselves. The next time you feel the urge to prove yourself, resist. Instead, let your actions and demeanor do the talking. Walk with purpose, speak with intention, and stay humble. True confidence isn't about impressing others. It's about being secure in who you are. When you embrace this kind of quiet, ego-free confidence, you'll command respect and attention effortlessly. Women will be intrigued, not because you told them to notice, but because your genuine self-assurance naturally draws them in. Number 10. End with grace. How you end a conversation matters, and it's where many men slip up. Too often, men overstay their welcome, thinking if they keep talking, they'll eventually say something impressive. But here's the truth. Dragging it out usually makes things awkward. High-value men know when to wrap up a conversation, leaving the woman intrigued and wanting more. You don't need to force the moment. Don't cling to the interaction or try to squeeze in one last joke or compliment. High-value men understand the power of leaving on a high note. When you exit a conversation naturally and confidently, you leave her thinking, "Wow, I want to know more about him." That's how you create a lasting impression. Ending gracefully doesn't mean cutting things off abruptly. It's about reading the moment, sensing when the energy of the conversation has peaked, and wrapping things up smoothly. You don't wait for some perfect ending to appear. You create it by leaving at the right time. Think of it this way. It's always better to leave her wanting more than to overstay and risk making the interaction feel forced or dull. Women remember how a conversation ends. That final impression lingers. And when you leave with confidence, you leave a positive memory. So how do you do it? Practice ending on a high note. When the moment feels right, smile warmly, give a brief but genuine goodbye, and walk away. Let her be the one left wondering about what you didn't say, eager to hear more from you. Remember, it's not about trying too hard or overstaying your welcome. It's about ending on your terms, gracefully and naturally. When you master this, you'll find that leaving her intrigued creates a far stronger connection than anything you could say by staying longer. So, there you have it. 10 powerful ways to communicate with women like a high-value man by embracing Stoic principles. It's not just about the words you choose. It's about how you say them, how you carry yourself, and how you manage pressure. Women are naturally drawn to men who remain in control of their emotions and refuse to let external circumstances define their worth. Be that man. If you're serious about transforming your approach to relationships and stepping into the role of a high-value man, take action today. Hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments which tip resonated with you the most. Want to go even deeper? Explore our other videos focused on sharpening your mindset, building unshakable confidence, and living the life you've always envisioned. Remember, growth starts with one decision. Thanks for watching, and here's to your journey of becoming the best version of yourself.